Dear brothers and sisters, I stand before you today as a messenger of the Lord to talk about a topic that is unfortunately all too common in our society: alcohol abuse. As a former sinner who has experienced the consequences of this vice firsthand, I feel called to share my testimony and urge you to avoid the path of destruction that alcohol abuse can lead to. Alcohol is a powerful drug that can alter our thinking, judgment, and behavior. It can make us forget our values and morals and lead us down a path of destruction. It can cause us to hurt ourselves and others, and can even lead to death. I know this all too well, as I was once a man who fell prey to the lure of alcohol. But by the grace of God, I was saved from that dark path. I was given a second chance, and I have been working ever since to live a life that honors Him. And that is why I am here today, to urge you to resist the temptation of alcohol, and to seek help if you or someone you know is struggling with alcohol abuse. Brothers and sisters, alcohol abuse is not a victimless crime. It can cause harm to our families, friends, and communities. It can lead to domestic violence, car accidents, and other forms of violence. It can also harm our bodies, causing liver disease, cancer, and other serious health problems. Furthermore, alcohol abuse can damage our relationship with God. It can lead us away from the path of righteousness and into a life of sin. We must remember that we are not only accountable to ourselves and those around us, but also to our Creator. We must strive to live a life that honors Him, and that means avoiding the destructive path of alcohol abuse. Alcohol abuse is a serious issue that affects people of all ages, races, and backgrounds. It is a problem that has plagued society for centuries, and unfortunately, it continues to do so today. It is not something that can be taken lightly or ignored, as the consequences can be severe and long-lasting. We must recognize that alcohol is not inherently evil, but it is the abuse of it that can lead to problems. It is a substance that should be consumed in moderation and with caution. We must be mindful of the effects that alcohol can have on our bodies and our minds, and we must take responsibility for our actions when under the influence. As a society, we must work together to address the issue of alcohol abuse. We must educate our young people about the dangers of alcohol, and we must provide support and resources for those who are struggling with addiction. We must also hold accountable those who promote or profit from the abuse of alcohol, such as bars and liquor stores that sell to underage or intoxicated individuals. But ultimately, it is up to each of us as individuals to make the right choices and to avoid the destructive path of alcohol abuse. We must recognize that we have a responsibility to ourselves, our families, and our communities to lead a life that is free from addiction and that honors God. In closing, I want to remind you that there is hope for those who are struggling with alcohol abuse. There are support groups, treatment programs, and resources available to help you overcome this addiction. And most importantly, there is a loving God who wants to see you live a life that is free from the chains of addiction. Let us pray for those who are struggling with alcohol abuse, and let us work together as a community to prevent this problem from affecting more lives. May God bless you all, and may He give us the strength and wisdom to make the right choices in our lives.